Chapter 3, Standard 2. A school administrator is an educational leader who promotes the success of all students by supporting, nurturing, and sustaining a school culture and instructional programs conducive to student learning and staff professional growth. Chapter 3. This chapter examines the role that school principals play as curriculum leaders. Students in school now need administrators who are masters of teaching and learning first, and efficient managers of people and resources second. Standard 2 highlights the success of all students. It also looks at the relationship between the statement and shared vision. Chapter 3. The role of contemporary school leader is one that supports, nurtures and sustains a school culture and instructional program conducive to student learning and staff professional growth. Standard 2. A school administrator is an educational leader who promotes the success of all students by supporting, nurturing and sustaining a school culture and instructional programs conducive to student learning and staff professional growth. Knowledge. The administrator has knowledge and understanding of student growth and development, applied learning theories, applied motivational theories, curriculum design, implementation, evaluation and refinement, knowledge, principles of effective instruction, measurement, evaluation and assessment strategies, diversity and its meaning for educational programs, adult learning and professional development models, the change process of systems, organizations, and individuals, the role of technology in promoting student learning, school cultures, proposition, idea of plan of action. The administrator believes in values and is committed to student learning as the principal purpose of schooling. The proposition that students can learn. The variety of which students can learn. Lifelong learning for self and others. Professional development as an integral part of school improvement. Proposition. The benefits that diversity brings to the school community. A safe and supportive learning environment. Preparing students to be contributing members of society. Performances. The administrator facilitates and engages in activities ensuring that all individuals are treated with fairness, dignity and respect. Professional development promotes a focus on student learning consistent with the school vision and goals. Adults and staff feel valued and important. Performances. The responsibility and contributions of each individual are acknowledged. Barriers to student learning are identified, clarified, and addressed. Diversity is considered in developing learning experiences. Lifelong learning is encouraged and modeled. Performances. There is a culture of high expectation for self, student, and staff performance. Technologies are used in teaching and learning. Student and staff accomplishments are recognized and celebrated. Multiple opportunities to learn are available to all students. The school is organized and aligned for success. Performances. Curricular, co-curricular, and extracurricular programs are designed, implemented, evaluated and refined. Curriculum decisions are based on research, expertise of teachers, and the recommendations of learned societies. The school culture and climate are assessed on a regular basis. A variety of sources of information is used to make decisions. Performances. Student learning is assessed using a lot of techniques. Multiple sources of information regarding performance are used by staff and students. A variety of supervisory and education models is employed. Pupil personal programs are developed to meet the need of students and their families. Collaborative leadership. What do you see in the picture? Collaborative leadership is a process or method to guide a diverse group of people to find solutions to complex problems that affect them all. Collaborative leadership. It is leadership shown by a group that is acting together to solve agreed upon issues. It uses supportive and inclusive methods to ensure that all people affected by a decision are part of the change process. It requires a new notion of power. The more power we share, the more power we have to use. Social capital refers to those stocks of social trust, norms, and networks that people can draw upon to solve common problems. Networks of civic engagement, such as neighborhood associations, sports clubs, and cooperatives, are an essential form of social capital, and the denser these networks, the more likely that members of a community will cooperate for mutual benefit. Types of capital. Social capital adheres in a set of relationships among people, and those relationships are productive to the extent that they are based on a common set of expectations, a set of shared values, and a sense of trust among people. Financial capital is based on money, whereas human capital is the stock of knowledge and skills individuals have, based on what their education or experience has given them. President Bush referred to using his political capital after winning re-election, in which he is pushing for Social Security reform. Social capital in schools. Various school reform approaches are noteworthy. The Algebra Project District 4 in East Harlem developed various strategies for mobilizing networks of parents and developing their leadership capacities, incorporating parents into multidisciplinary teams, bringing adult education and services into school buildings, developing student internships and service learning in community organizations, organizing oral history and other projects around the stories of community leaders, involving community and local business leaders in mentoring. Schools build on the notion of creating a conspiracy of the entire community to educate the child. Leadership. Schools, parents, and teachers are increasingly involved in a collaborative manner in the schools. Site-based teams. Collaborative decision-making teams. Each brings many ingredients of stimulating productive experiences. Collaborative leadership. Discovery consists of looking at the same thing as everyone else and thinking something different. All Besant Georgi. Leadership. Strength lies in differences, not in similarities. Stephen R. Covey. Wants, needs, desires. Parents, teachers, and administrators have essentially the same goals. Each has an interest in student success. In the best of all possible worlds, community members would participate to a high degree in all aspects of their community life. Service organizations such as welfare would find many better ways to involve the people they serve in decision-making and in the formation of policy. In the worst-case scenario, social service professionals sit in their offices in high-rise buildings in the city and dispense forms. Collaborative leadership. School. Parents. Community. Each has an interest in successful education. Collaborative leadership. Classroom management. Parent involvement. Parent education. Cooperative education. Charter school. Site-based management. To be successful, shared goal setting and decision making. Mutual accountability. Needs assessment. 1. Developing items for a needs assessment. Brainstorming. Annoyance test. Open-ended questions. Question-answer sheet. Question box. 2. Development of objectives. How parents learn best. Positive climate. Risk eliminated. Parents are recognized for having something worthwhile to contribute. Parents are actively involved in their own education. Curriculum addresses their concerns and needs. Parents discover the need for change on their own. Respect and encouragement. Real situations and analogies are used. Positive feedback. Different approaches. Problem solving and analysis. Relevant topics. Parents are considered part of the learning teaching team. Types of meetings. Formal. Lectures. Lecture forum. Symposium. Audio. Audio-visual. Book review. Debate. Panel. Informal. Brainstorming. Roundtable. Concentric table. Buzz sessions. Workshop. Guide interaction. Role-playing. Dramatization. Panel. Roles in groups. Initiator. Leader. Information seeker. Clarifier. Questioner. Asserter. Energizer. Elaborator. Orientator. Opinion giver. Summarizer. Encourager. Harmonizer. Listener. Follower. Tension breaker. Compromiser. Standard setter. Observer. Recorder. Gatekeeper. Dominator. Aggressor. Negativist. Playboy. Blocker. Competitor. Deserter. Recognition seeker. Leading a learning organization.
Leading a learning organization. Learning organization. A learning organization is the term given to a company that facilitates the learning of its members and continuously transforms itself. A learning organization is a place where people are continually discovering how they create their reality. Why is organizational learning important? Stability is yielding to change. Change is constant. Rate of change is increasingly geometrically. Technology, science, standard of living. Why should organizations become learning organizations? For companies to be able to adapt to changing environment and stay ahead of their competition. To improve the workforce skill set. To improve communication among employees. To improve morale and productivity and make the employees feel like they are an important entity of the company. To overcome companies' weaknesses and to utilize their strengths more efficiently. Components of learning organizations. Systems thinking. Personal mastery. Mental models. Shared vision. Team learning. Systems thinking. Thinking about language of describing and understanding. Interrelationship shapes behavior of system. Personal mastery. Considered the spirit of organizational learning, developing, focusing individual vision. Creative tension moves the individual toward a solution. Mental models. Why best ideas fail? Mental models determine how we take action. Mental models are so powerful because they affect what we see. Shared vision. A common sharing of vision. A shared vision is a vision that many people are truly committed to, and it reflects their own personal vision. Team learning. Members work together. Importance of dialogue and group discussion. Recognize and resolve negative patterns requires discipline and trust. Conclusion. A learning organization is a place where people are continually discovering how they create their reality. The environment really matters in their learning activity. Learning encourages creativity, which is essential for organizational development.